All right. So that sound clip that I played was about Matt Gaetz, and you had made the case. Now, you had said everyone has done the same or worse. I don't think you actually believe that, right?
Yeah, no, maybe when I say everyone, I was just speaking generally. I don't think everyone. I think there's probably some good people maybe in Washington. But by that, I meant this was clearly a hit. Again, it was like a parting gift from Kevin McCarthy. Like, okay, I might have lost my seat, but you're going to lose yours. And that was sort of what I think this was. I think the problem with this, and this is what I meant, is there's a lot of skeletons in Washington, D.C. I think somebody said to the tune of like $17 million has been paid to keep people quiet, like over the last few years in Washington. This is not a very well-kept secret in the Beltway. A lot of members do a lot of things that they shouldn't be doing. And when, I don't know, some members, let me say some, so I don't misspeak the number, but there is people who suggest that more information is coming on different members. And now...
Fine. I'm okay with that.
Oh, I'm fine with it too. But I'm just saying, like, this was really Kevin McCarthy's parting gift for Matt Gaetz, and Matt Gaetz is not going to go down quietly.
Okay, so I of course he's not, and maybe you're right about McCarthy. I don't doubt that either. But the proof is in the pudding, right? Overwhelming evidence that Matt Gaetz paid women for sex on Venmo, drugs, horrible behavior, especially for somebody who is an elected official, a guy, by the way, that never passed one bill when he was a congressman. He literally did nothing. He was a noisemaker, not a lawmaker. To the man who you voted for, Donald Trump, doesn't it say a little bit about Donald Trump's judgment? All the people that are capable that he could have picked to be the attorney general, he decides to pick a guy by the name of Matt Gaetz, and he had to have known what was going to be in this report. Doesn't that speak volumes of Donald Trump's judgment, or am I wrong?
Look, we don't. These allegations have been investigated on a criminal basis, and nothing has ever come of it. Certainly, I've read the report. I know it's in the report. I see the allegations, and they seem pretty salacious. I don't know. I don't have enough information to know whether or not the allegations in the report are true.
But David, there's a 17-year-old girl who's hired representation, who gave details of a party where she was literally having sex with him, with other witnesses who have already put in statements that they saw them having sex. You have the Venmo payments. You have the paper trail. You have the fact that Matt Gaetz made an email in his office at work to buy drugs. Now, I understand that criminally he wasn't charged with anything, but what about the behavior of this guy? I mean, come on, man. I mean, we've had conversations about George Santos before. This is somebody who Donald Trump picked to be the attorney general. You don't have a problem with that?
No, I'm not saying I have a problem with it. What I'm saying is I don't know what basis went into the report. I don't know who made the testimony, the reliability of it. This isn't a court, right? There's not an opportunity for Matt Gaetz to provide a defense testimony, to provide his sense of the case. This is basically a fishing expedition by the House Ethics Committee. They get the information they need, and then they put it in a report. But Gaetz doesn't have the opportunity to bring witnesses. It's not an impeachment. There's no opportunity for him to bring witnesses.
He was asked to testify. He refused to.
Well, because of the committee, and I don't know this to be, he hasn't told me this, but I assume it's because he thinks the committee's a sham and they're just out to get him.
Why did he step down then? And why did he do all these things beforehand? Now, my opinion, David, is that he got together with Donald Trump wearing the Donald Trump knee pads and said, Mr. President-elect, please pick me as the AG because I don't want this report to become public. Donald Trump, because if you kiss Donald Trump's ass enough, he will also scratch your back, said, okay, Matt, but if you become the AG, you're going to have to do everything I tell you to do. I think it's pretty evident what happened here. They're not, and this is the biggest problem with this. And this is the problem with so many MAGA Republicans, in my opinion, that are going to be working for Donald Trump or already have. They don't think about the country first. They don't think about others first. They only think about themselves. That's the way Donald Trump thinks. That's the way Matt Gaetz thinks. And that's the way many people in Trump's administration think, sadly. That's the biggest problem with this whole thing, in my opinion, David.